It's a recent petition going on with more than 120,000 signatures, basically trying to change the name from Washington Commanders back to Redskins. What's your reaction to that?
Absolutely not. That's the opposite of progress. That's not something that you would address somebody as walking down the street. So I don't think we need to slap it on helmets and T-shirts and things like that.
So a recent petition has over 120,000 signatures to change the name of the Washington Commanders back to the Washington Redskins. How do you feel about that?
They should change it back. They'd probably win more games if they change it back to the Redskins.
No. We just got done addressing that issue, and I think that it's been put to bed well, and that wouldn't be appropriate.
In my personal opinion, I think that it should be up to the Native American people. I think it's a home name for the Redskins. I think even when I grew up in DC, we always think about the Redskins, but I don't mind it changing.
We can go back to the old way or change the name from Commanders. I don't care for Commanders at all. Redskins is offensive, so you could change it to something else. Like I would like Warriors or Chiefs or something like where we had the Chiefs in the NFL, but the Warriors, you could have kept the emblem. But nah, I don't like the Commanders.
Well, I thought it was interesting when they changed the name from the Redskins to the Commanders. The Commanders being people who spend an enormous amount of time and energy killing Redskins. The 180 just never made sense to me.
I think they should change it to something other than Commanders and Redskins, if I'm being honest. DC has that notion of being a very military political scene. So you have, Nationals and Capitals. And back in the day, they had the Senators. So I think they should change it to more something military-like.
I grew up with them being the Redskins, but I understand the outlook and the way times have changed to it.
It's degrading. It's not meant to be a mascot. What other racial slur do we use as a team name?
So you think it's racist?
Absolutely. Identifying someone. Do we call any team the Whiteskins or the Blackskins? No, because there would be an uproar.
People accuse the name Redskins of being racist. Do you think it is?
No.
A lot of people criticize it for being racist. Do you see the name as being racist?
Honestly, no. I mean, I can understand why people feel that way, but if you think of college football, the Seminoles, that's a very honorable mascot that they have.
What is inappropriate about the name Washington Redskins?
It's culturally insensitive.
I mean, if you see something as being racist, then that's racist to you and could be racist to a whole other group of people.
Yeah, I think it's a derogatory term. You're also talking to a guy who grew up as a Cleveland Indians fan. So, for me, I was fine when Chief Wahoo was taken out. He never won a World Series. The Redskins, to me, I think its time was due. But Commanders was just such an opposite. You couldn't get more opposite than Redskins. It just didn't make any sense. I actually like the Washington football team.
If you could rename the Commanders to anything, what would you name them?
I would name it Washington Tuskegee. That's just my personal preference. It has a nice little ring to it, and I think a lot of people might not have heard of that name before, so it'll cause them to do some research and see about the Tuskegee Airmen.
So if you could change the name to something other than the Commanders or Redskins, what would you call them?
Well, I'm a 49er fan, so I would call them the Washington Losers if I could. But let's see. I mean, I like something that kind of ties more into the community. Now, I know that these teams are usually based in Virginia and all those other things, but something that actually represented D.C. and the residents of D.C. I love the team name for the Capital City Go-Go, because that's a DC thing. So maybe if we thought along those lines, just something like that, that ties into DC heritage.
I would change it to the Warriors. I mean, you have the W on there already, so you can keep it as Warriors or change the face of it.
Yeah, that'd be an easy fix. You don't even have to change the logo.
Exactly.
There's such a great, unique history with the franchise that's just beyond the Redskins. Red Hogs, Red Hawks, Red Tails, Red something.
I mean, what about the Metropolitans or Metro?
That's not bad.
Yeah.
The Commanders is fine. We're all about, new things. This is a generation that's changing and transforming the landscape of just about everything from social media to, commentary about our civil discord and our duty to each other. So Commanders is great.